ship.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back.
Right.
Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
What?
For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right, the wisdom of the Lord, man, right, and the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.
I'm gonna start off by giving all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High, right? Because without Him, none of us would be here. And it's a mighty thing that you're able to sit here and actually listen and receive these words, right? And there's a reason why we believe these different things. Why? Because there are certain signs that are left like breadcrumbs for the children of Israel, so that we can know who they really are in these the last days. Let's go ahead and bring down the Deuteronomy 28:16.
Deuteronomy 28, verse number 68. Bring it out. And it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, this is not talking about the landmass of Egypt as we know it today. But the Lord has given a prophecy to the children of Israel, letting them know that I will bring you into another form, another type of Egypt, another land, basically Egypt again. Okay, for what? For not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments that was given to the Israelites.
Right.
Okay? Given to the Israelites. Right.
With ships, by the way whereof I spake to thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for buying men and buying women, and no man shall buy you.
So those enemies were, of course, the so-called European men that came and took the children of Israel from their lands, from where they originally were, and brought them to America, aka Egypt. You putting those two together because they're synonymous with one another. And there's signs all over America to let you know that they love the customs and the ways of the ancient Egyptians. Okay, that's no secret. Pull out a dollar bill, on the back of that dollar bill, you're gonna see a pyramid. All right, just go down the street, you see pyramids on top of that building, right beyond the monument. If you go beyond the monument, you see a little building. They got pyramids sitting on top of that water can. All right, so on and so forth. Okay, so again, we're saying that these things are a sign for the children of Israel. So right now, as we speak, we're living in a controversy. Right, there's a whole race of people living in your land, brother. There's a whole race of people in your land right now. Did you know that? Claiming to be who you are while you call yourself African, nigger, Negro, colored, bugaboo, and all speaking all other manner of derogatory terms.
Right.
Okay, go to 28 and 37 real quick. Bring this out. The controversy is there's another group of people living in that land right now that does not belong there. And if you read the Bible, you understand this was prophecy that was written and decreed by the Most High from the very beginning. He said that he would send these imposters over into that land. Why? Because Israel made him jealous with anger. They provoked him to anger by not listening.
Right.
Bring it out real quick.
Look at Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 20 and it reads,
Read it out.
as for the beauty of its ornament, he said it in majesty.
Okay.
But they made the images of the abomination
Okay.
in the destitute things therein.
So what's that going into? That's going into us, our people, going and creating all of these different images and abominations that we follow today, like the dollar bill. Okay, like the next best rapper. These idols that we create in these different lands. Okay, but read on it. That's the point.
Gosh, therein, therefore have I set it far from them,
Right.
and I gave it unto the hands of the strangers
Go to Joel 3 and 2.
for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil,
Right.
and they polluted.
right? So that land which he appointed to Israel, he said he's going to take that land and give it to the strangers, right? And set his people as a prey to those same strangers. And what they doing right now in that land, it's being polluted.
Right.
Blood is being spilled upon the earth.
Right.
We understand that that's according to the law. Any blood that's spilled on this earth, there's life in the blood. So when you do that blood, that life that's in that blood calls to the Father. Okay, it calls for justice and retribution, just like the blood of Abel when his blood was spilled.
Right.
Okay, so what happens is, give me numbers 35 and 33. Let me show you that real quick. I don't want to go all over the place, but let me get you that real quick. I call it the blood law, right? Because it's a specific law that says if you spill the blood of a person upon a land, okay, the only justice and retribution that is righteous is that the blood of the one that shed it must be spilled upon that same land. Okay, so right now the land of Israel is polluted by the blood of the innocents. Okay, read on about it.
It's the book of. Read on.
No, give me 35 and 33.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Right.
For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's the only way that Israel can be cleansed from the pollution that is in it, on it right now. First of all, the true children of the book must be returned to the land.
Right,
but
right.
That's a certain order and process that must take place. We can't go over there now. That land is polluted. We can't go there now and live peaceably. There are prophecies that need to take place before that happens. We need our king. Our king is the one to lead us back to that land. First, that land must be cleansed and purified because it's polluted. Give me that Joel 3 and 2 real quick.
Joel 3 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Now, are those Jehudis over there, those rabbis with the curly fried sideburns and the funny hats, man? Are they
Smelly hats.
Are they familiar? Yeah, the smelly hats, man. Are they familiar with certain prophecies such as this? If they are, then there's a big schism. There's a big problem with the bigger picture that's going on right now. They are not reading that. They're not reading that, right? They have their own laws and scriptures. They call it the Talmud, right? Okay, they're going off based off that. They've basically taken and they've changed and twisted the words of the Lord. They added their own salt, their own flavor to it that fits their agenda and their lifestyle and the things that they enjoy to do.
Right.
Because if you read certain precepts like that, you understand that modern day, the true children of Israel could not possibly be in that land because prophecy has not been fulfilled. All the nations have not been gathered yet to do what? To pretty much, so the Most High can do away with these wicked nations.
Right.
Okay, they're being gathered into the valley of decision, the valley of Jehoshaphat, for that final confrontation. And when you see it, unless you know the scriptures, you ain't gonna know what the hell going on.
Right.
You just think, hey, they down there fighting with aliens or something, and you don't know that whole time. That's the Lord, that's the King, that's the Savior, man. And He's preparing His land for His people, man. Right? And He's gonna do it, and He's getting them together.
Getting them together.
Okay? So that's what that's going into right there. Let me get Ezekiel 36. Give me Ezekiel 36 and start at 4.
Get out.
I gotta get them inside.
Okay, I'll praise to the Most High. So is that kind of making sense?
It's making sense, and we actually, she's trying to get a little more open to the Bible and stuff. That's why we kind of stopped and into her African culture. So that little YouTube channel she's gonna check out. But we basically stopped because we do want to be knowledgeable about this type of stuff.
Well, that's good. And see, if you want more knowledge, you want more information, you have the flyer right there, brother.
Yeah.
You got the flyer. Reach out to us. If I could recommend you read anything to start out, start at the beginning. Read Deuteronomy 28. Read through that promise, because that promise, that was a contractual agreement between the Most High Himself and His children. Okay, and when we entered into that agreement, we decided we was going to be His children. He's going to be our God. Okay, so those are curses that were placed on the Israelites. And when you read those curses, you ask yourself, do we fit in? What race of people on earth fits in with those curses like a well-tailored suit? And you'll see, that'll be your answer, brother. That'll be your answer.
Thank you for your time.
All right?
Thank you.
Yep. All right, y'all be smooth, okay? All praise to the Most High. I still want that though. Let me get that in Ezekiel 36 real quick. And start at 4.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Ezekiel.
Because like I said, there is a controversy right now. And there's a big schism. And these different things, they treat it like it's a big mystery.
Right.
Or, Jake, you too dumb to pick up a book and read it for yourself. You damn sure ain't gonna pick up the Bible and see that these things are written, that in the end times, you're going to have strangers that are appointed in a land that do not belong to them. Okay, and they are appointed in that land because the Most High deemed it so.
Right,
He
right.
made it so. Because of your disobedience, man.
Right.
Because you pulled away the shoulder when the Most High called to you.
Right.
Okay, you decided everything else was more important for you to do.
I'm quicker than that.
All right. Everything else is more important for you to do than what? Keeping these commandments that set you apart from the other, from the beasts of the field.
Come.
Okay, let me get that real quick. Give me Luke 21:24, and I'm gonna go ahead and change gears.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, and verse 4, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
Therefore, ye mountains of Israel,
Right.
hear the word of the Lord Yahweh.
Hear this word that the Most High has decreed to the mountains, to the nation of Israel,
Please.
to His people. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh to the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, and to the desolate wastes,
Read on.
and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey in the region to the residue of the heathen
Right.
that are run about.
Hand it off.
Therefore, this is the Lord Yahweh. Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
The who?
The residue of the heathen.
Okay.
Against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession.
Okay. Surely in the fire of the Lord's jealousy and His anger and indignation has He spoken against the heathen, man. Against all of Idumea, who's taken His land and appointed it to themselves, man.
See that?
Who sat in these wicked, nasty, dirty, stinking, nasty long tables, man. These round tables, and discussed how they was gonna take the Lord's land, man, and part it amongst themselves.
Man.
All right, who had done that for many hundreds of years prior to the Balfour Declaration. We know these different things now. Okay, many years prior to 1948, when they decided that they were going to move these Zionists into that land and propagate a whole prophecy as if these things have already been fulfilled. Because you can ask any one of them, and they will tell you, hey, the prophecy has been fulfilled already. The children of Israel are in the land right now. Well, you got all hell breaking loose. You've got war breaking out that's not ceasing. You can let them beguile you and tell you how they're going to talk about a ceasefire and this, that, and the third. But them things will come to naught until real prophecy has been fulfilled.
Right.
All right?
Come.
Well, so, Con, give me that Luke 21 and 24 real quick, and we're going to switch gears.
The book of Luke 21 and verse 24.
it out.
They shall fall about the edge of the sword,
Right.
and shall be led away captive
Okay.
into all nations.
Right.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So right now, modern day, man, you turn on the news, you watch YouTube, you see our people being murdered mercilessly, man. With no mercy and no care or regard for their lives. Their lives are being taken from them. Okay? The men who kill them and slay them hold themselves not guilty, and they are exonerated and relieved and released of any guilt or wrongdoing. Okay? Nobody asks why. Nobody wonders why. We just want to kind of gather, do a march, say no justice, no peace, and pray that our enemies will somehow consider us. The only race and nation of people on earth that will look to their enemies to have mercy on them.
Right.
Okay, that makes us look like cowards.
Right.
That makes us look like we have no fight in us. Okay, this is the reason why these different nations feel like they don't have to respect us. The damn Chinaman, the damn Moabite, he ain't got to have no respect. You ain't never did a damn thing to him, all right? But he hates you more than he hated them, and they dropped bombs on top of their head.
Right.
They disintegrated. They pretty much leveled and destroyed Japan. They still probably dealing with radiation and different nuclear poisoning in that Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Right.
Coming out different, coming out mutated. But they love the so-called white man, and they hate you. And your forefathers did everything under the sun, even gave their lives so that they can have the same freedom
Bring it out.
that they enjoy today. But everybody hates you. You don't know why. You ever wonder why that is? All the nations hate you. You ain't never did a damn thing to nobody. Why you cursed? The Most High wasn't playing. He told you. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to focus more on the love of our people.
Right.
We need to focus more on the re-education, the re-edification, the re-education of our own people and how we can strengthen each other up and give each other that missing piece of what we haven't had. Right. Your identity, your heritage, which you've never had. Brother, give me Matthew 10 and 8.
Bring it out, bring it out.
Let me get the classic in Matthew 10 and 8. Because we bring out Matthew 10 and 5 all the time. Matter of fact, start at 5. Start at 5.
Matthew 10 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
And it reads, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
What do you say?
Go
not into the way of the Gentiles.
And it's like an end into any city of Samaritan, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
The lost who?
The
Lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Okay, so we hit out. That's not hard to understand. I'm confident that every brother up here, for the most part, can at least understand Matthew 10 and 5. That's the go-to. That's the classic. But let's read on in that.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils.
Okay.
Freely ye have received, freely give.
Read that part again.
God, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Fear like it. Freely ye have received, freely give.
All right. So basically, as the knowledge and the truth and that spirit of truth was freely given to you, and you didn't have to pay anything for it, freely given in return. Freely give of your substance, and as you are able to do in return. I'm talking about charity. I'm talking about quite possibly the most important thing that we can do, being men of the Lord, is reaching back to our people that are in need. Okay? Not for vainglory, not to say that you gave or to be rewarded in any way, but because our people need it, man. They hurting out here, man. And nobody gives a damn. Nobody give a damn. No brother up here is rich. We give what we're able to give. But look, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing in the eyes of the Most High. Give me Luke 7 and 44 real quick. Go ahead and bring it out, King.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 10, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
Verse 2. Yeah. And verse 2, and it reads thus like.
Start at the top.
Verse 1, and it reads thus. It says, cast thy bread upon the waters, but thou shalt find it after many days. Give a portion to 7, and also to 8. For thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth.
All right. Hey, look, take that portion and give, because you have no idea of the sort of evil and wickedness that's come into this world.
Right.
All right. Lord only knows, man. Things you thought you had it rough. You thought you seen some things. Hey, Lord only knows the sort of evil that's waiting for this world. Hey, little sisters, can I show y'all something? Oh, we talked to you before. I know we talked to you before. Y'all remember who y'all is according to the Bible? What's up? You don't remember? That's okay. It started with an H.
Like, I forgot.
Let me do Deuteronomy 29:1 real quick. I'm gonna show you real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I know it's cold.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
We're gonna give you back your heritage right now. Go ahead.
29 and 1 of Deuteronomy. These are the words which, these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
The children of who?
The children of Israel.
That's who you are, and that's who you are. Y'all are children of the Most High, man. Y'all daughters of Zion. Y'all are children of Israel, man. This is your actual heritage we're talking about right here. This ain't spiritual, imaginary, okay? This is your bloodline. This is where your bloodline of people come from. We not Africans. They just found you there. They don't make you African, okay? Do you know anything about American history? Do they teach y'all? Do they still teach y'all American history in school?
I don't know. We learned about like the Renaissance, right?
Did they tell y'all about slavery? They don't really
like
talk about that.
grade.
Okay, so y'all know what happened to us when they brought us here? All right. So what happened to our people? We was brought to America and we was forced to be slaves.
Right.
And you know what a slave is, right? Okay, you're gonna do whatever that owner or that master tells you to do. Okay? He wants you to work all day long. You're going to work all day long.
Right.
You his property. Okay? That's how they treated us. Okay? And they don't want y'all to really know that. All right? Because they feel they might feel some type of way about the things that their forefathers used to do. So let me show y'all in the Bible, it was prophesied that our people was going to be brought to America and forced to be slaves. Okay? Let me show y'all that. Bring that out.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Sisters, y'all got a dollar bill on y'all?
$1?
Yeah, $1. Pull out your dollar bill real quick. And look at the back of it and tell me what you see on it.
Well, oh, the little pyramid.
The pyramid. What other place you know on earth got pyramids like that? Egypt. Okay. So the Lord said he was going to bring Israelites back into Egypt again. Y'all know the story of Moses? Y'all heard of Moses? Prince of Egypt, right? He led the Israelites out of Egypt the first time. All right. So right now, when we read this, Israelites stay in the wilderness. Okay. So they saved out of Egypt already. Okay. They not far from Egypt. So he's telling them that he's going to bring them into another Egypt again. By what? By what? Let's finish that for us.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships, right? Ain't that how we got here to America? They brought us here on ships and forced us to be slaves. So right there in Deuteronomy 28, that's prophesying how slavery was actually going to happen. Right to the way they brought us. They used ships. Okay? Forced us to be bondmen and bondwomen, and nobody can save you from that. So what I'm saying is your history and your heritage was always written in the Bible.
Right.
But if you don't read it for yourself and you let somebody else read it to you, you'll never know that.
Never know that.
Okay? So who are you before you leave?
Sorry, pardon us.
I wonder who you are. You are who? All praise to the Most High.
There you go.
That's who y'all are. Y'all are Israelites, man. Beautiful, beautiful daughters of Zion. Right. Is there any other race of, is there any other women, is there anybody on earth as great and as beautiful as you?
Not at all.
Can anybody on earth cook like your mama can cook?
No way.
Not at all.
No.
Ain't nobody can do that, right? Give them Deuteronomy 76 before they bounce. They can't touch you. They want to be you. Hey, they hate us, but they ain't us. All right?
Right.
They hate us, but they ain't us. Because they can't be you. They can't have that covenant. They can't have that salt. They can't have that flavor. They can't have your beauty. They can't take those things from you.
Got that glow.
Right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Bring it on.
For thou art unholy people to the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Special.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people upon the face of the earth.
All
Man.
praise.
It don't get more plainer than that. The Lord is telling you that he took you and he said that he made you to be better than every other nation on the face of the earth.
All praise.
The perfection of beauty.
Perfection.
That's y'all. That's really who y'all are. Okay? But the Lord requires something from us. He needs us to come back. He wants to preserve his people.
Right.
He want to save y'all from what's to come to America, to the whole world.
Right.
Okay? But the only way he gonna do that is if you realize who you are and come back to keeping these commandments.
Right.
As children of Israel. Because being a child of Israel, you have certain things that you do, that you've got to do, certain laws and commands that you must take and you gotta keep. Okay? So, anybody eat pork? Y'all eat pork? Y'all don't eat pork? What about shrimp? You eat shrimp? You eat shrimp?
Excuse me,
Y'all eat shrimp, right? Sister, you eat shrimp? Yeah.
Gotta cut it out.
Well, sister, we can't eat no shrimp. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, look, we can't eat shrimp. Okay. That the Lord said it's an abominable animal. It's a bottom feeder. Okay.
Right.
And whatever you eat, that's what you are.
See that?
All right. I'm gonna show you that's a law for our people. Let's get Leviticus 11 and 9 for him real quick. Leviticus 11.
Leviticus 11 and 9.
Bring it on.
And it reads,
Uh-huh.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters,
Right.
whatsoever have fins and scales,
Okay.
in the rivers, like in the waters, and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Now the key word there is fins and scales. And we're talking about things that come out of the water that we eat. All right. So a shrimp don't have either fins nor scales.
Right.
So it don't have the vital protection it needs to keep it from certain parasites and pollution that's in the water. All right, and they love to feed us shrimp. They love to feed us crab, right, and lobster. Okay, and we program to eat them different things like it's a delicacy. Right. They overcharge you for it. We're not supposed to be eating them different things.
Right.
So our law, the law that belongs to the Israelites, say if it don't got fins and scales, we can't eat it. So, quick question: can you name me just give me one fish that got fins and scales on it? It's got both fins and scales.
Catfish.
Catfish? No, because catfish got the fins, but it don't have the scales.
Right.
Yeah, slick and slippery.
I don't know. I don't eat fish, so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you, just in case you want to try some fish one day. You got white tilapia. Tilapia got fins and scales. So you get you some hot sauce, you can eat that tilapia. All right, if you like hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
But tilapia, whiting, salmon, perch. What's the other ones? Cod, bass. Yep. Red snapper, bluegill. Huh? Salmon, tuna. All right, these examples of fish that you can eat that come out the water.
Right.
All right, it's got fins and scales. It's cool to eat. All right, that's one law. That's one law that we gave. Brothers, let's get them some more laws real quick. Let's get them some more laws real quick. Now y'all know y'all Israelites, and y'all can start keeping some laws, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. The Most High is looking down on that and he's smiling on it. Like, yeah, my daughters, man, they not eating the pork, they're not eating the shrimp. They know they Israelites, man. I'm coming soon. I'm gonna save them. That's what you want. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 16. It reads,
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord.
So I'm gonna tell you what it means to be a talebearer. That means no gossip. Can't be going talking about the tea. Can't be spilling it. What they call it? Drinking the tea? Spilling the tea? I don't know what you call it. Can't be doing that. Right? There's a spirit behind it, and the Most High is not pleased with that. Y'all his daughters, man.
Right.
If there's an art or an issue that you got with your sister, you have that conversation with your sister, and you tell her, y'all ain't got no problem with doing that. Y'all can do that. Look, sister, I don't like how you did this. All right? You got to shut that down. You need to check that. All right? Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceals the matter.
Because a talebearer do that. They run their mouth. They talk too much. They reveal secrets. And that's not, we're not about that. We don't do that. Okay? Go to Deuteronomy 17. I don't know if that's going into the zone reaction to the, you know what I'm talking about?
Leviticus 19, verse number 28.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
Now, sisters, how old is y'all? 15. Okay, so y'all probably got no tattoos, right? All right, so when you get older and you go to that party, they having a tattoo party, you got to tell them, nah, ain't no ink for me, right? Because our people is commanded not to make cuts on their flesh, to honor anything. When you do that, man, it's like you're that thing of what you're using or that you getting marked on your flesh that owns you. Okay, that's like claiming ownership. In ancient, back in the day, they used to take the slaves and they'll brand them and say, look, this is signifying ownership. I own this slave. It's got my mark on it. Okay, and nowadays we get all types of tattoos. We're not supposed to do that. That's the law. Okay, let's get another law for them. Hey, we load y'all up. Go ahead.
Verse 26.
Bring it out.
Of Leviticus 19 chapter. You shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment nor observe times.
How y'all like y'all meat? How you like your steak? You eat steak? What about your sister? How you like your chicken? Sure. All the way cooked, well done. You better not be no blade chicken.
That's crazy work.
You got some sick people in the world. They like to cook their meat until it's like medium rare. That means it's barely done all the way. It's still pink and it's got some red blood on the inside. Go ahead.
It's on YouTube. Edomite eating raw chicken with some mustard on it.
That's crazy. It's some sick people in the world today. See? And if you watch them too much, you let them beguile you and get into your head and tell you it's okay, they'll have you eating raw meat and tell you it's all right. Liver King.
Yeah, see that?
Liver King.
Liver King. He eats raw liver. He'll eat it raw. You ain't gotta cook it or nothing. Just give it to me raw. I eat it.
Eat it off the road.
Hey, you got people that eat roadkill.
See that?
They scrape up that. Let's say you get a car, you run over a cat or a raccoon or something. It's a damn Edomite coming up right behind you. They scooping it up and they eating it. They'll eat it. Is that for us? Is that for us? Are we? Do we eat raw meat? We like our meat well done, right?
It's crazy.
Hey, I like my meat with a little bit of black on. You know, I like it. I like it a little sin, a little charred on. You know, that's me. All right, and that's the majority of our people, and that's a law. So the Most High said that's good that you like your meat like that. Why? Because it keeps you healthy and it keeps different things like parasites from getting inside of you. See, understand one thing about these laws that we're reading to y'all, sisters. Each one of them are tailor-made and constructed to keep you safe and healthy. The Lord is not telling you not to do these things because he just don't want you doing it. There's a reason for it. It's to keep you healthy and beautiful. Right? So you can live a long time upon the earth.
That's right.
Now our people, we don't really have a long life expectancy, do we? No, and it's a lot of that got to do with what we eat and how we eat.
Right.
Okay? So now y'all know how to cook y'all meat. Y'all know that thing gotta be well done. Ain't no more gossiping. We can't be talking about sisters behind their backs. You gotta let that sister know. You gotta tell that sister. See what I'm saying? All right, let's get them another. Let's get that Deuteronomy 17 real quick. What's your sign? What's your sign?
My son?
Yeah, what's your sign?
Leo. Leo.
Leo, what about yours? Y'all did that real quick. Y'all did that a little too quick. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something about these zodiacs. Y'all know that ain't meant for our people. All right, and I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Zodiac signs and all that, it's highly deceptive. Okay, and because it sounds as if it's got a ring of truth to you. They give you the characteristics and the personality of a Taurus, of a Leo, and you say, yeah, that fit me. Yeah, that fit me. I'm compatible with Scorpios. Yeah, that's me. All right, but see, this is zodiac signs and different things like that. That's deep, deep sorcery and witchcraft, y'all. That's deep, dark sorcery and witchcraft. Okay? And as if you believe in the Most High, you believe in God, right? Ain't no room for sorcery. Ain't no room for God and witchcraft in your life.
Right.
Okay? So, with that being said, we gotta drop Leo. We gotta let that go. And we gotta pick up Daughter of Zion.
So like your king.
Go ahead.
Just a quick point. Zodiac signs come from a Greek king, Ptolemy. These things was forced on us.
See that?
These things was forced on us.
See,
it's not for us.
That's another, and the brother just brought out a beautiful point. Another thing that was forced upon us, and that this custom that we keep, but we don't even know about, like Christmas. Y'all know the origins of Christmas? Y'all know where Christmas came from? No, we don't know, because they told you it's the birth. It's when Christ was born. That's not true.
Right.
That's not true. Christmas originates from a pagan practice and custom of celebrating Nimrod.
See that?
Who was an ancient king. Babylonian Nimrod.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it? Yeah, ancient Babylonian king named Nimrod. They worshipped him like a god. Okay? When he died, they said he came back, his spirit came back in a tree. They take that tree and they set up gifts underneath the tree. Is giving tribute to Nimrod. That's what we do every year. These are customs that we didn't come up on our own. Your forefathers and your foremothers, they wasn't keeping Christmas on. They taught them Christmas.
That's right.
All these different things that we do in this land, we was taught by them.
Right.
So zodiac signs is one of them. Let's get that real quick point. Deuteronomy 17. It should go right into that. Going into sacrificing children of idols. He's talking about sorcery.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
All right. So, based on what we teach, based on what we told y'all, right? Based on the fact that everything that we learned, give me Amos 3 real quick. Everything that we learned in this land was customs and behaviors that didn't belong to us, right? Are we still gonna go and continuously celebrate Christmas? Can we keep celebrating Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's Day knowing where they really came from? Because they lied to us and they not telling you the truth. We're gonna tell you where it really came from. Go ahead and give me that real quick.
Amos 3, verse number 1. Hear those words that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
The Lord said he knew you. He knew you. Right? Yeah, y'all his children, right? So he knew you before he knew anybody else on earth. Okay? He made that covenant, he made that agreement with you. Right? You said you believed in him, right? Do you believe in God? If you believe in him, then that means, look, he knew you as his father or as your child. As if you had a child, you would know your child. Right? Let's say you get older and you have a child. Okay, your child do something that they're not supposed to do. Are you going to reward that child? No. If you're a good parent, then you got to teach that child that there's a difference between doing what's right and doing what's wrong.
Right.
Okay? Let me get that real quick. Let me show y'all something.
Chapter 17, verse 15, it reads thus.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Read on.
One from among thy brethren shall thy set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
Okay.
But
y'all wanna know something about vote?
I mean, we can't vote.
You can't vote yet, right? But these different things, right? We learn as we go on that our people is not supposed to be voting other people or other nations of people that don't resemble them, don't know what it's like to be who you are, and can't support you and represent you. Okay? Let's read on to that. It's a point in that.
Verse number 15. It says, thou shalt any, it's like it's 16. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. Verse 17. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold.
Give me 14 and 3.
Deuteronomy 14:2. Without art and holy people to the Lord thy God, and the Lord have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
That's right.
All right. So pay attention. I don't want to lose y'all. All right. But being a chosen and a special people, there are certain things that you need to know and carry yourself in a certain way that the other nations don't know and they don't want you to know. Okay, so we're talking about the truth. We're talking about your real heritage and the customs of your forefathers. Because look, we got to come back to the way that our forefathers used to live. We can't live the way the ways of modern America. The modern Americans will tell you that it's okay to do different things. It's okay for a man to be a woman. It's okay for a woman to turn into a man. It's okay for you to fall in love with an animal. All these different things is okay. That's America. This is where we live in right now. Okay? You got wicked and evil men that's ruling the earth today. Okay? Give me Job. Give me Job real quick. Job 9 to 24. Let me get the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go in just a minute, but before you go, who are you according to the Bible?
That's right, sis.
There you go, sis.
Right, sis.
Israelite?
Yeah, sis.
What tribe you come from?
What about you, sis?
Come on, sister.
Okay, that's all right. I'm gonna show you what tribe you come from. Where you come from? Who are you? Are you still African American? You, sister. Are you African American?
Who? No.
Who are you?
Come on, sister. You don't go nowhere, sister.
All right, you stuck here.
Got you yoked up.
Hold on, get a sister a chance. Because you know who you really are. You know who you ain't.
Let the devil win.
Right? You know you're being lied to. Okay? So the truth is right here for you.
Get on my phone.
Alright, give me Cyrex 17 and 11 real quick. I'm finna let y'all go ahead and go.
The Sirach 17 and verse 11.
Bring it on.
And it reads thus: Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life or inheritance.
So, sisters, if you don't remember anything else from what we conversate, what we talked about, know that the laws that's written in this book right here is a record of your actual heritage. Ain't no Black History Month, okay? This is your heritage and your history right here. This is where our people come from, okay? And everything within it, if you take the time and you read it for yourself, you discover these things to be true. All right, if you live by the words that's written in this book, I promise you it'll be well with you. Okay? And you will be blessed. And the Most High he can and indeed, in fact, fully save you. All right? But you got to believe. You got to believe, y'all. All right? So, sisters, y'all all right, man. Y'all have a nice night. Enjoy y'all night and be safe. Be safe.
Go home.
All right? Let's go.
Clothes on.
Go ahead and give me 1 Corinthians 13:13.
The book of 1 Corinthians 13 and verse number 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity.
All right? The greatest thing you can do is have a heart for your people. Have a heart for those that you do, for the man right next to you that you don't know, man. All right? While you enjoy your life and the comfortability of your home and your car and the different things, your money and all of that, think about those who have not, man. We coming into some real cold days, man. It's gonna be frigidly cold out here, man. Have anybody taken a thought or considered the state of some of our people that's gonna be stuck in that predicament? Where they gonna be sleeping at? How they gonna go get warm? Okay, they ain't got enough beds in the shelter for everybody. All right, think about that. Okay, because you can be well versed in every scripture, every precept in this book. Okay, and if you can't give that man what he needs desperately to live, man, that's not doing anything for him. That ain't doing nothing for him. Okay, so have a heart to consider and think about those that are in need. Let's go to Matthew 25, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with that.
25 40.
25, start at 40. I believe that's it. Yeah, go ahead and start.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 40.
Bring it out.
It reads thus: And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least, like you, unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, even everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not, and naked, and ye clothed me not, sick and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer me, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as he did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. Indeed shall ye go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
And all praise to the Most High, because brothers and sisters, you don't want to find yourself in that type of situation when the Lord is, and you got to ask, well, Lord, when did you come to me asking me to do something? Surely if it was you coming to me and asking me for anything, I'd have definitely did it to you. It was that brother that needed somewhere to stay, man, and you told him no, right? It was that brother that needed that little bit of extra, right? in order to get to where he was trying to go to, man, because his life depended on it, okay? It was that sister that didn't have anything to eat and she was trying to feed her children, man, all right? And you refused it even though you had a pocket full of money, all right? You don't want to find yourself staring down, you know, standing before the Most High in his throne, man, and he's going over these different things with you, and he's asking you, why didn't you help that person? Why didn't you help my child? Okay? Because when you turned them down, when you refused them, it was like you refused the Lord. Don't find yourself in that situation. With that, I'm going to say, come here, Shalom.
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 With ship! With what? With ship! With what? With ship! How did we get to America? On ships, right? So, did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back, man. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. What? For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any motion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man.
Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.